Have you ever found yourself nodding along in a meeting, even when you disagree? Or bought something you didn't want just because the salesperson was persuasive? It's not because you're weak. It's because your brain has invisible strings attached to it and other people are constantly pulling on them. This is the psychology of conformity. Psychologists say there are two powerful forces that make us conform. First, informational conformity. This happens when we believe a group has accurate information, and we want to be right. This leads to private acceptance. You don't just say they're right, you actually change your mind. But the second force is more subtle. Normative conformity. This is our deep-seated need to be liked and accepted. We go along with the group not to be right, but to avoid being rejected or isolated. But how powerful is this need to fit in? A shocking experiment by Solomon Asch revealed the truth. He put one real participant in a room with a group of actors. They were shown one line and asked to match it to one of three others. The answer was incredibly obvious. At first, everyone answered correctly, but then the actors started deliberately giving the same, clearly wrong answer. The real participant started to squirm. The pressure of being the only one going against the group was intense. The result? A staggering 75% of participants gave the wrong answer at least once, just to avoid standing out. They chose to be wrong rather than be alone. But conforming to a group is one thing. What about obeying an order? Stanley Milgram's experiment took this a step further. Participants were told to act as a teacher and deliver electric shocks to a learner in another room. The learner was an actor and the shocks were fake, but the teacher didn't know that. As the shocks increased, the learner would scream in pain. When the teacher hesitated, the authority figure would simply say, "Please continue." The results were terrifying. Under the pressure of an authority figure, 65% of participants administered the final, massive 450-volt shock, even when they thought the learner was unconscious or worse. These forces are powerful. Authority, the desire to be liked, and the pressure of a unanimous group can make us do almost anything. But there is hope. The moment just one other person in the group disagrees, conformity rates plummet. And when we feel our freedom is being threatened too much, our brain can trigger something called psychological reactance. We rebel. We do the opposite of what we're being told, just to prove we are in control. So these invisible forces are always at play, in our friend groups, at our jobs, and in society. They are the hidden code running our social software. They can make us part of a team, but they can also make us lose ourselves. So the next time you feel that powerful pull to agree, ask yourself, who's really pulling the strings?